So, congratulations on having been accepted to Macalester College, to which we informally and warmly refer to as MAC. Sadly, we can't meet in person due to the extremely difficult times that we are experiencing now with the coronavirus. But fortunately, technology is allowing us to have some social contact that hopefully will be the beginning of a longer relationship if you choose to join us at MAC. My name is Olga Gonzalez, and I am one of 5 faculty in the Anthropology department. I'm also an associate dean in the Kofi Annan Institute of Global Citizenship. As a cultural anthropologist, I'm interested in how memory, or rather memories, are constructed in post-war contexts during processes of transitional justice. What voices are privileged over others due to race, class, and gender differences, and how subaltern voices and groups choose to tell their stories through visual arts, songs, theater, dance, etc. I focus on Peru more specifically and Latin America more broadly because these are the places where I belong and to which I wanted my research to contribute. Going back to to the anthropology department, we also have faculty who are specialized in Africa, in South Asia, in Europe, in North America, and whose works contribute to many different areas of anthropology: human variations, human health, and human evolution, refugee and migration issues, human rights and humanitarian aid, memory, like in my case, environmental studies and international development, food and culture, museums, something that I also do, women, gender, and sexuality issues as well. Now, why anthropology? In my case, I was first a clinical psychologist and then became an anthropologist. And I became an anthropologist because I found in anthropology the holistic approach that would allow me to see the complexities of our interconnected existence as humans. And that is what we offer to you. Now, why anthropology at MAC and not somewhere else? Students can do original research. And that has become like a hallmark here in the Department of Anthropology. That is what you can really gain here. So in that sense, we have many courses that will allow students to learn methods for studying directly social issues through their encounter with different cultures in different places and different people. We also have a biological anthropology lab. And students also learn through the courses that are offered related to to the biological aspect of anthropology. They learn how to work, for example, with teeth and bones through collections that we might not have, but that are in museums and in other institutions, and they get to do collaborative work with faculty in that way. So they learn both cultural and biological approaches to research that they do directly, and they end up with their own original research from doing that work in a hands-on experience in the field. And the important thing here is that they also get to do it and learn what the cities offer them. So there are many institutions, because one of the things that they do is try to set research agendas in collaboration with the institutions that they are collaborating with them. So in the Twin Cities, it can be schools, it can be nonprofit organizations, museums, it can be also cultural centers as well. Because the Twin Cities is home to many immigrant communities, and there are many different initiatives. The other thing that is important is that students can take the opportunity also to do research while they're doing their study away. And many of these experiences of doing research during that study away are used to write their capstones, their senior capstones. So this is something that is very unique and very strong in the anthropology department at MAC. At MAC, also important, nobody works alone. There's a culture of collaboration through concentrations and area studies programs, and that we all work together to address many of the issues that I have already mentioned before, and we do this in an interdisciplinary approach. So in that sense, it is very important to highlight this collaborative aspect of our work. But we also want to build community. And in the anthropology department, at least, that takes the form of different things. Students have something that is like a student club that is called Anthro Tuesdays, and they get together to organize events in which they can show their research, they can talk about their study away experiences, they can decide what guest speakers to bring to campus, they can invite graduates to, alum to talk about their professional development after Macalester. So it is a way of building community that is not restricted to the classroom or to the department and goes beyond the walls of the institution, of the campus life. We also have picnics and dinners, and there are opportunities to have dinners at the House of Faculty. In my case, it is tradition that after every course gets an invitation to my house to have Peruvian food, which is my specialty. So it's all about building a supportive community. And part of that community, as I already said, are our graduates, who we have to say very proudly have gone into so many different fields. Some are academics, and others have gone into law, public health, medicine, business, education, social work, and many work in nonprofit organizations as well. And finally, I want to highlight that there is something important about being able to study in small classes, and Macalester offers that. Small classes and very essential advising. All of this is important because what we want to do is to get to know you, the student, as a whole person, so you can really thrive at MAC. So there's so much more to say, but there's not much more time that I can take on this little video. But please make sure to reach out to me with questions. My email is, can you see it or did I write it? Yeah, Olga Gonzalez at Macalester EDU. And we can even Zoom, so keep that in mind. I really hope you the best and that we get to meet in person if you choose to join us here at MAC.